Y&R Shockwave. Abby cuts Mariah off from Dominic after emotional breakdown. Feb 16. Recap. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a heartbreaking and explosive episode of The Young and the Restless that left fans stunned. The February 16th recap delivered raw emotion, shattered trust, and a decision that could permanently change relationships in Genoa City. Let's get straight into it. The episode centers on Abby Newman and Mariah Copeland, two women who once shared an unbreakable bond. For a long time, Mariah wasn't just a friend, she was family. She carried Dominic, she helped bring him into this world. There was love, trust, and deep connection between them. But now, everything feels different. The drama begins when Mariah shows up unexpectedly, clearly emotional and desperate. She's not there for small talk. She's there to beg. Beg for forgiveness, beg for another chance, beg to see Dominic. Mariah looks exhausted, fragile, and overwhelmed with regret. Her voice trembles as she tells Abby she never meant to hurt her. She insists that she loves Dominic and would never intentionally cause harm. She admits she made mistakes, she crossed lines, and now she's paying the price. Abby listens, but her expression says it all. She's hurt, she's protective, and above all, she's angry. This is not just about broken trust. This is about a mother protecting her child. Abby tells Mariah that showing up unannounced and emotionally unstable only proves her point. She questions Mariah's judgment. She questions whether Mariah is thinking about Dominic's well-being or her own guilt. Mariah tries to explain herself. She says she's been struggling. She says she hasn't been herself. She talks about feeling lost and spiraling. She admits she pushed people away, but she swears she would never put Dominic in danger. The problem is, Abby doesn't believe her anymore. In a powerful moment, Abby draws a firm boundary. She tells Mariah that until she gets real help and proves she is stable, she will not be allowed anywhere near Dominic. Not visits, not phone calls, nothing. The words hit like a shockwave. Mariah is stunned. She didn't expect forgiveness to come easily, but she didn't expect to be completely banned either. Tears fill her eyes as she realizes Abby is serious. She pleads one last time. She says Dominic is part of her heart. She says cutting her off will only make things worse. She promises she can fix this. But Abby doesn't waver. She tells Mariah that Dominic's safety and emotional health come first, every time. And right now, Mariah is unpredictable. Abby cannot take that risk. This is where the scene becomes truly heartbreaking. You can see the history between them. You can see how much this hurts both women. But Abby stands firm. She tells Mariah to leave. Mariah walks out devastated. Now, let's talk about what this really means. This isn't just a temporary fight. This feels like a fracture that could take months to repair. Mariah has always been deeply connected to Dominic. Being cut off could send her further into emotional turmoil. At the same time, Abby's reaction makes sense. As a mother, she's choosing caution. She's choosing control. She's choosing boundaries. But is she pushing too hard? Some fans might feel Abby is being too harsh, especially given everything Mariah sacrificed in the past. Others may argue Abby is finally putting her foot down after too many warning signs. The bigger question is this: can Mariah truly recover from this? If she seeks professional help and shows real progress, there could be a path back. Genoa City has seen many broken relationships heal over time, but this situation feels especially fragile. And let's not ignore the emotional layers here. Mariah isn't just dealing with guilt, she's dealing with identity. Carrying Dominic created a bond that doesn't disappear. Being cut off from him could reopen old wounds. Meanwhile, Abby may start questioning herself too. Was banning Mariah completely the right move? Or will Dominic eventually ask questions that are hard to answer? This storyline is clearly building towards something bigger. Either a redemption arc for Mariah or a deeper spiral that impacts more people. One thing is certain: February 16th changed everything. Trust has been shattered, boundaries have been drawn, and the future of their relationship hangs in the balance. Before we wrap up, here's something to think about. In Genoa City, forgiveness often comes slowly, but it usually comes. The real question is how much damage will be done before that happens. Will Mariah take this as a wake-up call and fight to prove herself? Or will the rejection push her further away? And will Abby eventually soften? Or is this the beginning of a permanent separation? That's all for today's recap. If you're following this emotional storyline, stay tuned because the fallout is just beginning. Let me know your thoughts. Was Abby right to ban Mariah, or did she go too far? As the door closes behind Mariah, the silence inside the house is heavy. Abby stands still for a moment, holding herself together. The strength she showed just seconds ago begins to crack. Her breathing shifts, her eyes well up. This was not easy for her, not even close. She walks toward Dominic's room, watching him sleep peacefully, completely unaware of the storm surrounding him. And that's exactly why Abby did what she did. But even as she convinces herself it was the right move, doubt creeps in. Across town, Mariah is unraveling. She gets into her car, hands shaking, tears streaming down her face. The reality hits her all at once. She has just been cut off from the child she carried, the child she bonded with before he even opened his eyes. She whispers to herself that she ruined everything. The next scene shows Mariah alone in her apartment. The walls feel smaller, the silence feels louder. She replays Abby's words over and over in her mind. Unstable, unpredictable, not allowed near Dominic. Those words cut deeper than anything else. Mariah looks at a framed photo of Dominic. She picks it up, holding it close, and you can see the conflict in her face. Regret, shame, fear. But then something shifts. Instead of spiraling further, she makes a decision. She reaches for her phone. If Abby wants proof that she's serious about changing, she's going to get it. Mariah searches for a therapist. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. This is the turning point. Either she fights for her place in Dominic's life, or she loses it forever. Meanwhile, Abby confides in someone close to her. She admits that banning Mariah was one of the hardest things she's ever done. She acknowledges the history, the sacrifices, the love that once existed between them, but she also admits she saw warning signs building for weeks: mood swings, emotional outbursts, impulsive behavior. She says she ignored them at first because she trusted Mariah. Now she feels like she waited too long. Still, a question lingers in Abby's mind. Did she just push Mariah toward healing, or did she push her over the edge? That uncertainty begins to weigh on her. Later, Mariah attends her first emergency therapy session. She's raw. No excuses, no deflection. She admits she feels like she's losing herself. She talks about feeling disconnected and overwhelmed. She says the fear of not being needed anymore after Dominic grew older has been eating at her. This confession is powerful. For the first time, Mariah confronts something deeper. Maybe this wasn't just about one mistake. Maybe it's been building under the surface. The therapist gently challenges her. Are you trying to prove your love, or are you trying to control the situation because you're afraid of being replaced? That question hits hard. Mariah breaks down completely. Back at home, Abby checks her phone more than once. Part of her expects Mariah to show up again, to argue, to fight. But instead, there's silence. That silence makes Abby uneasy. What if Mariah gives up? What if this is the last time they ever spoke? And what about Dominic's future questions? One day he will want to understand his story. He will want to know the woman who carried him. Will Abby have to explain why she shut that door? The emotional weight of the decision is starting to show. The episode closes with a split-screen moment. On one side, Mariah sitting in a therapist's office, determined but fragile. On the other, Abby sitting beside Dominic's crib, protective but uncertain. Two women connected by one child, both believing they are doing what's right. But only time will reveal the consequences. The real storm may just be beginning. Will Mariah's effort to seek help soften Abby's stance? Will someone else step in to mediate before things go too far? Or is this fracture too deep to repair? Stay tuned, because Genoa City never leaves emotional wounds untouched for long.